All right, let's jump right in. We're about to look at a 3,000-year-old text, but not as some dusty piece of history. No, we're going to treat it like what it is, a surprisingly practical playbook for how to get through those moments when it feels like your entire world is falling apart.
I mean, seriously, think about it. What happens when the people you count on turn their backs on you? When your security is just gone and you feel completely and totally outnumbered? It's that universal feeling of panic, right? That pit in your stomach? And that is the exact place we're starting from today.
So the person writing this is none other than King David. But here's the thing. He's not writing this from a throne in his palace. He's on the run. He's literally fleeing for his life because his own son, Absalom, has started a rebellion and turned the entire kingdom against him. This isn't just politics. This is the deepest personal betrayal imaginable.
And you can just feel the raw panic in his first few words. This isn't just one or two enemies. He's talking about a mob, a countless number of people. And even worse than that, they're not just attacking him physically. They're attacking his faith, his hope, with this little whisper. God has abandoned you. He's not going to save you.
And this right here, this is the crucial point. David isn't just fighting one war. He's fighting on two fronts at the same time. You've got the external threat. That's obvious, right? Soldiers, swords, physical danger. But the internal threat, that's the really deadly one. It's the slander, the doubt, the whispers that are designed to completely crush his spirit and make him believe he's utterly alone.
And right there, in the middle of all that overwhelming fear, he makes a hard pivot. Everything, and I mean everything, changes with this one simple, defiant word, but. This is the hinge on which the entire psalm turns.
He doesn't ignore his fear, he answers it. He confronts it directly with three really powerful images. First, he calls God a shield around me. Think about that. Not just in front, but 360-degree, all-encompassing protection. Second, my glory. He's saying his value isn't tied to his crown or his kingdom, it's tied to God. And third, the lifter of my head. What a beautiful picture of God restoring your dignity when you're bent over in shame.
This is the core statement. This is him looking at all the chaos, hearing all the voices of doubt, and then actively choosing to declare what he believes is true instead. This is the exact moment where trust starts to push out terror.
So, you make a powerful declaration like that. What do you do next? I mean, you've got an army on your heels. What's the logical move? You plan a counterattack? You run faster?
And his response is absolutely mind-blowing. It's not to fight. It's not to flee. It's this. He lies down and goes to sleep. Can you even imagine that? In the middle of being hunted, he decides to rest. This one act is the most profound statement of trust he could possibly make.
And this just shows you the incredible mental shift that's happened. He says it himself. He will not fear the tens of thousands lined up against him. The external threat is still there. The army hasn't vanished. But his internal response to that threat has been completely transformed.
And this really is the core lesson of the whole text. Peace isn't the absence of trouble. It's the presence of trust. You see, resting in the middle of a storm is the ultimate act of faith. It's a declaration that you believe someone bigger than the storm is on watch.
Now, this peace he finds isn't something he just keeps for himself. As he finishes, his perspective zooms way out. It goes from a personal crisis to a universal truth. It's no longer just deliver me. It becomes this huge declaration that deliverance itself comes from God and it's a blessing for all people.
So, what does this all mean for us today? Well, this ancient story actually gives us a powerful three-step model. First, you have to acknowledge the fear. Don't pretend it isn't real. Name the threats, name the doubts. Second, you make the pivot. You have to answer those voices with your own declaration of trust. And third, and this might be the hardest part, you find rest. You choose peace, even before the problem is solved. This phrase becomes your tool. When those voices, whether they're outside of you or inside your own head, start whispering, God won't help you, you're alone, this is hopeless. This is your direct answer. This is the tool you use to push back against all that despair.
So the question this ancient text leaves us with is a deeply personal one. As you go about your day, facing whatever battles you're facing, big or small, what are the voices of fear or doubt that you need to answer? And how might your situation change if your first response wasn't panic, but a quiet declaration of trust?